Understand this crazy story, you gotta understand how we have to tell it, so here goes. An average day in the life for an average college student circa 2021. Days typically start the same, you roll out of bed just in time for class, make a cup of coffee if you're lucky, and then try not to strain too hard from all the blue light the rest of the day. Some of us are at school, but a lot of us haven't stepped back on campus since last March. That's when we all went home. Days went by, and weeks, months. Seasons changed, and, here we are. Spring's coming the way I see it. There are brighter days ahead, and that's really all you can hope for. But that brings me to one of the really good constants that, even in the past year, still managed to push through despite all odds.
Every time I tell my friends about C, C does all the fun stuff on campus. That's what we were known for. The concerts, the comedy, any events, it was all the fun stuff. It's also just a way to bring the UMD community together. Everyone has a memory at a C event throughout their college experience, and I think that's really the common ground that C does.
It's really, 23, now 24 student directors that put everything into these events to make them look as good or sometimes even better than professionally run events that I've been to. That's what amazed me the most.
Any way you look at it, man, it's a well-oiled machine that is just constantly churning out the coolest experiences. And as we head into a time where more than ever, we're looking towards introspection, I gotta ask, how do we get here? Where do we start?
I don't know what I would be doing if I wasn't in C right now in college. It's probably attending the events that C puts on and being like, wow, they're so cool. But now I get to be on the other side and work behind the scenes, and I'm just really grateful.
Right away, you put together that team, people you can trust.
I'm very happy and I feel very privileged to be working alongside you guys. I think it's really important to commemorate C's history and all the work it's done.
We get the archival access, and then we have somewhat of an alumni database. And I guess we get to run wild with that.
I think something to keep in mind too is that we're living in a pandemic, so how are we going to interview all of these people?
Got to take advantage of the time we have.
I'm really excited to get my hands on all those archives and all the people who started that.
If we don't get these people that were C alumni or on the board in the 70s or the 80s, their oral history could be lost in time. And it would be a great loss for us if we actually don't get those interviews. So the stakes are going to be pretty high right now.
Almost in a way of even more importance, because it's we wouldn't be here today without them. So we gotta get as much as possible, guys. We have our work cut out for us.
Yeah, they're really the foundation of our story and starting us off. So let's make this happen.
So here we are, just kind of armed with list of names, not even contacts for everyone, and some history files here and there, and we set off. And if only we knew just the extent of that search, where all that was going to take us. Gets crazy real fast.